Tape. Hi.
Hello.
Are we live?
Oh my God.
Scott,
Neil, pay
he
attention.
cut out. He cut out.
Oh,
I don't.
I didn't hear the music. Sorry.
So, hello.
Oh my
Hi.
God.
Hey there.
Hi.
Welcome
Oh my
to the
God.
Gold Show.
Neil was just joking about how he's like completely losing it. And it was like, oh, Jesus, it started.
Whoa. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. Hey,
It's okay.
everyone.
And we don't really need you. We're
I know
fine.
you don't. This is a live show. That proves it. It's a live show.
It's alive.
I'm like, it's sitting on my computer.
I know.
Flipping
You're all
around.
staring up, looking at whatever you do up there.
playing some Bejeweled,
You know.
playing some games,
Playing some Candy Crush,
Right.
crushing all
yeah.
that candy.
Barbie
At least-
edition, whatever
At
they
least,
have.
you,
I
at
don't
least you
know.
weren't yelling at us like you normally do.
I know, right?
He's like,
Thank
you better
God.
do the
That
show.
might tarnish your image.
You better do the show so good. I'm gonna fire you.
If you two screw this up
Right.
this week, that's it.
Yeah. There are other
I've had
people
enough.
that want to do it.
Yeah,
They've
I've lied to
contacted
people.
me.
I've got a line of people. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the cigarette out of the hamster's head and throw it in the fire.
Oh no! Poor hamster. And I
Call
don't
back
even
to
like
last
hamsters.
All right, sorry. Okay, welcome everyone. I apologize for my ineptness. That's why I am only relegated to the internet once a week, and not in any kind of forum where you actually have to see me or pay for me. So, yes, Sandra,
For
you
me?
have a question, Sandra?
No. Go on. You go.
All right. We are
Got
together
this.
again, my lovely friends, everyone. Caleb, Sandra, apart, of course. Everyone in the chat. Scott, how's the crow's nest tonight, Scott? Is it hot? Are you dying? Hopefully not. Nope.
Scott's good.
All right. Then this is going to be a good show. We're off to a great start already.
We're off to a rip-roaring start.
Whew. All right.
Yes.
So, let's start with, of course, what's in our goblets. What are we
Our
drinking?
goblets. I have my lovely. I like my coffee. How I like my magic mug, my new
Yes.
favorite mug. It's so huge too. I actually have a sody pop in here.
Oh, a sody.
Sody pop.
A sody
Wow.
pop.
Not a
Coke
soda,
product.
not a pop, but a sody
No,
pop.
a sody pop, and then I have a hop water for when I inevitably
after.
finish it. Yeah,
So you are.
I love this mug so much.
It's a very witty mug. I like that. You are
Absolutely.
partying tonight with some sody.
I got that caffeine.
I know. We're gonna have to watch
It's
out.
important.
This is gonna get crazy.
Be
Important
wired.
stuff.
Kayla, what did you figure out tonight? Are we still celebrating Bourbon Month
Yeah,
together?
I did
Oh, I forgot about the bourbon mug.
a lemonade and bourbon, I guess.
Okay.
Lemonade.
Yeah, homemade
A
lemonade.
Lynchburg lemonade. I think Scott told us last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It's not
I just,
Jack
I,
Daniels, but-
I just don't like anything with the word lynch in it. So
Okay, fair enough.
Fair.
Fair enough.
that's just me.
I think
We'll give you
it's
that one.
different. It's
So-
different when it's the place. Okay.
I know,
Okay,
but
it's
you
fine.
know,
We don't
I'm
know where
fine.
that name really came
I
from.
know. Who knows? Who knows where that came from? So.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee.
Oh, it's
so
named after. Oh, so wait, does that mean you don't like David Lynch or Jane Lynch? Because no,
Not
you won't-
particularly. No.
You won't. Well, neither of them won't do it. No, won't do it. Okay, perfect. Just didn't want to bring them up.
They should. For the age, they should be changing their names actually to something else now.
Well, we'll
I mean,
have Caleb reassign them something.
I'm just saying, if you can't have the Washington Redskins anymore, why can you have the Jane Lynches or the David Lynches? I mean, I don't know. No?
Wow,
Okay.
Neil.
I'm posing the
no.
question. I guess not. Okay. Tonight I am trying some Buffalo Trace bourbon to celebrate National Bourbon Month. So
Buffalo.
Apparently-
Trace. Does that mean
Made of
there's a
buffalo
trace
blood.
trace of buffalo in there?
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but
it's
it
some
apparently-
bodily fluid of the buffalo.
it apparently makes you not know when your show is beginning and say things that your people don't agree with. So
Yeah, so I mean, there's that.
thus far,
Oh my god, it says that on the label too. Like,
not for use while operating a YouTube show. Damn it! I didn't read the fine print.
god damn it, buffaloes! Who brought buffaloes? Let's kill all the
Right.
buffaloes.
Yeah, you can drive. You can drive with that. You just can't YouTube on it.
Right.
Yeah, don't YouTube on it.
Yeah. So
try
cheers.
either.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy
people.
Friday.
Yes.
Happy
Cheers.
enough.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
How was the buffalo juice?
It's actually good. It's actually really good. Yeah. It's a fine tasting bourbon.
Fine tasting buffalo.
So joining us this evening, we have got our good friend Lewis back in the fold. Welcome back, Lewis.
Lewis,
We
where
missed
been,
you,
man?
my friend.
We missed you.
We have got Laura, and Mindy, our gruesome twosome, are back.
Mindy.
And we got Doc Pretorius in the house. Doc is one of
Yeah.
our cult film series regulars. So
Right.
for the first time, I think. Welcome,
I
Doc.
think so too. Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
We miss
wow.
you. I miss you. And we got, of course, Visions, our buddy Mark Visions Truth over in East
The
Washington.
truth.
I hope
What's
your air is
up?
clean, my friend. I hope your air is clean.
Yeah.
I know ours
Uh,
just got clean.
I'm finally.
I know,
yeah.
right? Hallelujah. Clean air for 2 days. Jeez. And we got
Luxury.
Michael, our buddy Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Michael. And then I'm going down. I saw someone. We have someone called RE, a new RE in the group. Hello, RE.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi.
Artie.
Do we know you?
We know
I don't
you
know.
now. New best
But-
friend.
He did say that George Lynch changed the name of his Lynch Mob band. So
There you go. Yeah.
thank you for
I
participating. We appreciate
Didn't
it.
even
And then,
know that was a band or a name or anything.
Yeah.
So.
George Lynch was the guitarist for Talkin.
Oh, wow.
From Nightmare on
Nightmare
Elm
on
Street
3. Yep.
3, Dream Warriors.
And then finally
so then
we
they
have.
broke up and formed a band called.
I
the
liked
Lynch
that
Mob.
movie.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. And then finally we have Mr. Vanilla himself, Kenneth. Kenneth is in the group.
Oh my God, let's stop with that. I thought we were putting an end to that. I don't like it. He deserves better. You deserve better, Kenneth.
Kenneth, I mean that with such esteem and respect. You have no idea. We actually love
No
all you
idea.
guys. Hey, quick question to the chat. Do you guys drink anything? Do you have any beverages with you while we're doing this? Are you
What you drinking?
partaking along with us? If so, I'd like to know what it
Drinking.
is you're drinking. So please,
I
let
want
us
to know too. I want to know.
Sandro. I meant, yeah. I think all
Yeah.
of us want to know.
I really want to. Or maybe you're having a snack. Having a little
Or
snack.
snack or
Yeah.
whatever you
Give us
I'm just
give us some
curious to know.
ideas.
Okay, great. Let us move on. Sandra,
Let us move on. Yeah.
how was
Yes.
your week? How are you?
Well, let's move on. Let's
Move
move
on
on
from your
from
week.
this line of questioning.
Okay.
You know what? I'm here and I'm alive, and a lot of things were good.
Okay. All right.
But a lot of things were not.
Okay. All right. Leave it at that. That's it.
Oh, I watched things. I watched things.
Okay.
I
There
can
you
tell
go.
you that. I watched the 2 movies that we're going to talk about tonight.
Good.
That's
Watch
good.
those.
That helps.
And finally, after so long, finally started the Umbrella Academy
Oh,
TV
okay.
show. Oh my God, I'm so in love with it. I'm so happy. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I think I have like one more episode left in season 1, so no spoilers. No spoilers. And then I'll be
Okay.
No
on to
spoilers.
season 2. And oh, it's so good. I love it. It's like eye candy. It's got beautiful visuals. It's funny. It's poignant. It's violent. It's weird. Great music too.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I finished the 2nd season after it came out. So,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
Okay.
It's a fun
Excellent.
show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Caleb, what's up? What's up with you?
Let's see. The season 2 of Mandalorian trailer came out. And that looks
Yes, it
that looks really cool. I'm excited about that. Season 1
Yes.
was awesome.
hyped.
Yeah. No movies to talk about, but Matt Berry, who plays Laszlo on What We Do in the Shadows,
Yeah.
Yes.
he's a musician and he had an album come out today. actually. It's not like a comedic album or anything.
Oh, thank God.
It's very like, I don't know, like 60s folk rock.
Really?
Yeah, it's like really, really chill, super mellow, but not bad.
Really?
He's a talented guy. So
That's
I just
exciting. I didn't know he did
thought I would
music.
throw that out there as something
I
totally
adore
different.
Laszlo. I adore Laszlo.
So
I adore them all.
Yes.
The whole show.
So, all-star
I know you guys
cast.
do, so that also helped. Me want to bring that up to the group. So
Yeah, they are awesome. The whole ensemble on that show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
about you,
So
Neil?
what did I watch? What did I watch?
What did you watch?
Oh, so I started watching Cobra Kai. Which is that? What it was on the YouTube TV, and then they moved to Netflix. So we're on season 2 now, and I very much enjoy that show. It's a lot of fun. Good nostalgia fun. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of William Zabka. He's my favorite baddie. He's come up several times, so it's awesome to see him back being Johnny and Macho.
Is he still bad?
He's more torn now. He's still kind of like he's fallen from grace. He's that 80s guy that's now like just a drunkard and doesn't have much money.
He peaked, and so now he's just kind of sad.
Kind of. He's got a kid he doesn't see in the whole thing, but so he's definitely very jaded towards life. But then he has to start, the dojo and become a Cobra Kai again. But he's kind of redeeming himself as he goes along. Then he'll have a stumbling block or two along the way, but it's just there's some really good, actually really fun like 80s nostalgia bits in it between him and Ralph Macchio, actually, that were really cool. So I do recommend anyone who is like, I'm not a fan of Karate Kid movies, quite honestly, but I am a fan of Sandra of the 80s and 80s things. So for that. And
Sandra.
Why did he lean in and say my name like that? That was creepy. Was I not paying attention?
He even like lowered his voice a little bit too. And he's like,
I don't understand.
I think from time to time, Sandra might think I have a unhealthy involvement with the 80s.
I do think that is true.
Okay.
Yes.
That is why I leaned in.
Because I think that there's lots of wonderful, fun pop culture things about the 80s, but I think that Neil takes it to an unhealthy level.
Fair enough. I'll buy that for $1.
Neil, I think you're good. Keep it up, man.
Thank you. Okay, anyway, yeah, so Cobra Kai, you got to check it out on Netflix if you can. Other than that, I'm sure there's more, but I can't remember because I'm getting old. So I guess, Scott, if you're ready for it, can we move on to This Week in Pointless History? Pointless History. I have to get an echo on that, I guess.
You need the
that's when it was Pointless News, but now it's Pointless History.
Oh, it's
so
Pointless History.
Now you need more like a ba kind of thing. More
sure.
of a what's the deal? There we go. To start singing some Smurfs. Thank you, Scott. Okay. This Week in Pointless History. In 1964, The Addams Family premiered. How about them apples?
That's not pointless. That's wonderful.
That is wonderful, right? I think it's great.
I love The Addams Family.
Who doesn't love little Gomez, little Morticia?
I love like every iteration of The Addams Family.
Do you?
It.
Okay.
Yeah, big fan.
Awesome. They were a good time.
Yes.
This day in 1987, one of our favorites premiered, the movie Hellraiser.
Yay!
You can believe it. 1987.
Wow.
I know. I saw that damn thing in the theater opening weekend, so I really can't believe it's been that long.
You remember it like it was yesterday.
I do. I remember who I saw it with, believe it or not. So anyway,
okay.
Hey, this day throughout history, people who were born were not necessarily significant to our show. But yesterday was a very significant day. So I'm going to go through yesterday's births.
What? Oh, Jesus, go on.
Yesterday there was Roddy McDowell.
Oh,
who of
okay.
course we
Okay.
love from Fright Night and Planet of the Apes, right?
So many
Mhm.
hits.
Anne Bancroft, who I just love Anne Bancroft. I think she was just a freaking awesome dream of an actress.
Yep. And
Cassandra Peterson, of course, we all know as Elvira.
love.
And our favorite Sandra, John Ritter,
Oh,
was born
my
yesterday in
God.
1948.
I miss
Aw.
you, John Ritter. I miss you so
Yes,
much.
miss him horribly. So
Love you.
Yeah. By the way, Skin Deep is now available on Amazon Prime if you haven't seen it.
is it really?
I
It
haven't
really
seen
is.
it. I
Oh,
gotta
wow.
watch it.
Yeah. So
Oh
if
my
you have
God.
a Prime account, you can watch John Ritter in Skin Deep.
Gotta get through my Ritter canon.
Yeah.
That's Sandra. We have to watch it together. Don't watch it
Go
without
watch. I'm
us.
gonna put it on right now.
Do it. Oh, I love that movie. Such a good film. All right. And then did you guys see the Mint Mobile ad that Ryan
Yes.
Reynolds did
Yes.
with Rick Moranis? How cool
Yes.
is that?
That was
Yeah,
To
awesome.
see Rick
His little-
Moranis again.
His little soft opening to he's gonna be back, in Disney, with a new Honey, I Blew Up the whatever movie.
Yeah.
So this was like his little dipping a toe back in, little teaser
Footsteps back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
with
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds' phone company that he owns.
Yeah. I was just so excited to see him
It
back.
was great. It's kind of my thought about it was, though, it's been so long since I've seen him that most people, we watch them age that stay in the limelight, and so it was a little shocking, to see.
You weren't ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
No, I was ready. I was happy. I mean, he looks great, but I mean, it was just a jarring jump. That's all. So,
Noted.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is. We haven't seen him in how long has it been? 25 years or something?
I know. Like, what was the last thing he was in? Like,
So it is a little jarring when you just see it, but I was just so happy to see him.
No,
again.
it was just no, absolutely.
He's back.
We love us
So-
some Rick.
Yeah. So go online, you can check it out. And finally, real quick, I just found this out like 2 hours ago. Do you guys you guys see that whole table reading they did yesterday of Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Last times, yeah.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I know it happened.
Okay. Well,
Right.
if you haven't seen it, and it's not worth. I mean, it is worth taking a look, because I was doing something before the show today, and I had some time, so I was on there watching part of it. It's pretty funny. There's the scene where the two Stacy and Linda are talking about the fellatio and how to do it with the carrot, and I mean, it's hysterical because Morgan Freeman is reading all the direction, all the camera
okay.
direction. So Morgan
Awesome.
Freeman's like, and Stacy opened her mouth and stuck the carrot, and it went all the way down her throat without gagging. And it's just like Morgan Freeman's like, "Oh my god," like, while he's reading it. I mean, it's just
Morgan Freeman.
everyone's reaction is really funny. So
Oh,
it's-
fabulous.
it's actually worth a
Nice.
watch. It's pretty funny. But
Love
and it's
that
actually,
Morgan
and you can
Freeman.
even donate. They're doing it for charity, so you can even donate while
Yes.
watching it as well.
For a
and there
good
are-
cause.
Yeah, 2 different COVID-19 charities. So, okay, cool. I think that's it. I'm out of time for
Yeah.
that segment, so we have to move on.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, let's move on.
Good. I'm sick of you talking. Let's move on to the next thing where Neil has to talk.
I'm just being silly. I'm just being
I know.
silly.
You're so silly.
I'm so
Stan-
silly.
You're so silly, Sandra. So,
That was good.
okay, chat, pay attention. This is for you guys. We have figured out what we're doing in October, and it involves 100% cooperation and involvement from all of our chat people and Instagrammers and Facebookers and podcasters.
Pod people.
Everyone, yes. So we're
Yeah.
doing our 31 Nights of Frights. Bum,
Woo!
bum,
Oh,
bum.
it's so beautiful.
You sound like Belloc from Raiders of the
Yeah,
Lost
Yeah.
Ark.
No, if I was Belloc, I would say it's beautiful.
So what we're doing basically is we're going to compile our own favorite lists of our top 31 horror films, basically. And we need everyone to submit a list to us. We
Yes.
need your favorite 31 horror films.
Or I mean, okay, you can do less, but you can't do more. 31.
Why would you let them do less? Tell them we want 31.
I just don't want somebody's top 100 lists.
No, we want 31.
We want 31, damn it. 31.
31 films. your favorite in order, number 1 being your favorite, number 31 being your 31 most favorite horror film. So there you go. We're going to compile, and when I say we, I mean Scott is going to compile all these lists together. And he is going to make the ultimate 31 top horror film list amongst anyone who gives a shit about our show. So
Neil,
there you go.
Neil, how does one submit one's list?
Right. So I will next. We talk about it is you can do it by the way Sandra doesn't get. It's called an email. You can send an email to us at info@thecultshow.com. Again, info at the info@thecultshow.com. Yes, by typing into a physical something or another.
Can we link that below? Can we put that below?
He can sure try. And then there's of course.
I meant like in like the show notes, Neil.
Oh, the show notes. Yes, they'll be in the show notes. There you go.
Yeah.
Down below, as they say. And then, of course, on Instagram, you can direct message us, your list of 31. On Facebook, you can do whatever the heck it is you do on Facebook to convey information.
Don't do that. It's such a pain in the ass.
But we'll see it if you do. And then Twitter as well. You can direct message through Twitter, I believe, somehow. You can tweet
at us.
Yeah. So on Twitter, we are the Cult Show _ On Instagram, we are at the Cult Show Rocks. And on Facebook, we are just the Cult Show. And again, email info@thecultshow.com.
Yeah, we need those list people because we got to get cracking on this.
That's right. So each week, there's 5 weeks in October, and each week we are going to reveal 5 or so, 6, however it works out. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5, yeah, about 6 films.
6
plus 1 on one night. So,
and we got some tricks up our sleeve.
Right.
Some things we're going to try and pull off. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to try and pull out some tricks and hopefully some treats.
Trixie Hobbitses.
Trixie Hobbitses. Okay.
Hopefully all that made sense.
It did. It's good.
Okay. So submit them. It is great. Scott is saying something to me, but I can't understand.
He's asking, when do we want people to submit their lists by?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, as soon as possible, but by how? Scott, you tell us when you need the list by.
I mean, I would say, cheesy, crazy. I mean, no later than what, like the 20
September. Yeah,
September
30 days in
27th.
So.
30th, September 30th. We need your list by September 30th.
That gives Scott 1 day to compile everything.
Yeah. And you don't want to do that to Scott. He's a really good guy. He works really hard.
He works so hard give him 2 days.
He works for peanuts.
He loves peanuts.
Let's shoot for Sunday the 27th. How's that?
That's, but we'll take them until the 30th, but you will be shamed.
Right.
You will be publicly
You'll be shamed. Shame. Don't do it. Okay, cool. There you go. That's gonna be the fun. We're gonna have a fun time talking about.
It's gonna be freaking cool. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be our master, beautiful list.
I know. We're gonna submit it to the Ripley's Believe It or Not, and we're gonna submit it to the Library of Congress and anyone who will listen to us. Yeah.
Anybody. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. All right, Sandra. Take us there.
Oh, is it time for the main event?
It is time.
I have to look at the schedule. I don't remember which one we're talking about first.
Tails.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. That's the order I wanted to do them in. So tonight we had a double feature of 70s fun. Were these two movies from the same year?
1972.
1972.
That was like a total accident.
That was a total accident.
Not planned at all.
Yeah. It actually totally wasn't. So these movies were inspired from last week's episode where we talked about some PG-13 movies. PG movies that were like, this is weird. This shouldn't be PG. How funny. And that kind of inspired Caleb to put together a little double feature for us. So I hope you all did your homework. The first movie we'll be talking about this evening is 1972's Tales from the Crypt, which is a story, a little series of vignettes, if you will, where a group of strangers, 5 strangers, find themselves in a crypt and they are warned against changing their evil, sinful ways. And they see glimpses of what's going to happen in their future if they don't get their act together.
Yeah.
And of course, recounting this all for us is the Crypt Keeper. Now, if you're a big Tales from the Crypt fan, as I am, you will notice that this is not our Crypt Keeper. This man is very clean.
Very clean.
He's very clean, and he doesn't look like a piece of beef jerky. So, frankly, I wasn't here for it.
He kind of looks like a monk in a robe.
Yeah, he looks like a monk in a robe for sure. No, he was fine, but I was like, you're fine, but you're not my Crypt Keeper, sir. Nope.
Hashtag not my Crypt Keeper.
Hashtag hella not my Crypt Keeper. I like my Crypt Keeper to crack wise.
And be a little moldy.
Be a little moldy,
he was a very
wise.
Do that
very
laugh.
well kept English man.
Yeah. And he didn't do any cackling. There was no cackling, zero cackling. That having been said, spoiler alert, I loved this movie.
Right? Wasn't it amazing?
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. So after last week, it didn't make our extreme PG list. I liked it so much that I just felt we had to include it to talk about it. So that's why I picked that one.
So you love it.
Caleb.
I love it. Neil, where do you fall?
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know if I can say I love it, but I mean, I think it's a great film, and I do enjoy it. I'm not going to watch it. I won't even watch it once a year for me. You know, it's probably I'll revisit whenever it comes up for a reason. But I guess. But again, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I do enjoy the film quite a bit, but I just think I prefer also a moldy Crypt Keeper and
with cackles, cracking wise, lots of jokes. You need your Crypt Keeper to have jokes. He's got to have jokes.
Yeah, he's got to have jokes. He's got to make a little snip here and there at people's expenses.
Yeah.
So
yes.
But
love the Crypt Keeper you've got. You just love the one you're with.
Love the one you're with. Absolutely. You're right.
It also doesn't stand to reason that he would be so clean, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm done talking about it. We're moving on. So the first story, Neil.
I'm sorry, Sandra. Real quick. I'm sorry. With the Crypt Keeper, this guy, for some reason, I found myself kept trying to see what kind of shoes he was wearing. Like I kept like looking like. Okay,
I can tell you.
Is he wearing sandals? What kind of sandals is he wearing?
No, he's wearing white Nikes.
White Nikes.
He's wearing George Lucas, Steve Jobs style white Nikes.
Okay, see that kind of ruins it for me a little bit because the Crypt Keeper shouldn't be doing that. So
really? I think he was wearing black loafers with white socks.
He's wearing birth control.
He was going Henry. He was going all Henry on us.
Well, he's like embarrassed because he's like, oh, I didn't think anybody would see it. My doctor said I need to wear a supportive shoe. And
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying. I kept looking.
Chicken. He's older. He's an older man.
Right. So I figured he's wearing some gross sandals and his like knobby toes are sticking out.
Oh my God, his feet are worse than mine, and that's saying something. So let's go through our stories, our vignettes. What's the title of the first one? This is the one about the lady on Christmas Eve.
All through the house.
All through the house. Yes. So it's Christmas Eve, and this lady's gonna kill her husband.
She is.
Yeah, not just this lady, Joan Collins.
Joan Collins gonna kill her husband. Well, I don't remember the character. Way pre-Dynasty. I don't remember her character's name. It's not important.
Yeah. Joanne.
Dang, Caleb.
I got notes.
You got notes for days.
I got notes too, but I don't have people's names.
Notes for days, son.
My first note was actually about her husband. Was it her husband, Richard? Did I make that up? I
believe it's Richard, yeah.
Oh, now you don't know, Mr. Notes. Mr. I got notes. Let's call him Richard.
He dies right away. So
he dies right away. He's wearing a little fez hat, a little tarbouche.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's a Christmas tradition in their household.
Yeah. And he's very excited to put presents under the tree.
I was really angry because I thought at first I was tricked into watching a Christmas movie, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" But then
Thought you were
it's
tricked
okay.
into it.
Just one
What did
segment
Neil
is
and Caleb
Christmas.
do, Gersa?
I know.
Oh, this
I
is
just
going to be our new thing. Make Sandra watch a Christmas movie.
Oh no, 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 no! You know what? Maybe better that than a romantic comedy, but I'm not positive. I hate them both so much. Anyway, he's dead. Richard's dead. She killed him.
Yeah, Joanne kills him with the fire poker.
Yeah,
Clap.
That was actually really cool because
It was
he opens
holding
the paper up.
newspaper. Yeah,
Yeah, and all of a sudden you just
Yeah.
hear ka-chunk splat
yeah, that was awesome.
on the paper. Yeah,
and of course they're home. Her costume, the jewelry, all of it is so like that weird kind of early 70s where it wasn't quite mod anymore, but it was like transitioning. I love the whole visuals of this movie. I really stan a 70s horror. So there was that aesthetic. I was living for it. Chef's kiss. Mwah.
Absolutely.
Her really annoying daughter is upstairs, and there's a killer Santa on the loose. He escaped from the sanatorium. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Right.
and it happens a lot for some reason. In
I know.
movies.
Why does that
It
happen
happens
all
a
the time?
lot.
don't
I
get
mean,
it, yeah.
I mean,
And he's
Michael
dressed-
Myers, right? He got away from
Yeah.
one, and I mean, it happens. It's a fairly common thing.
Yeah, in Gotham City, it happens at Arkham Asylum like on the
Like all the
daily.
time.
I know. I
Yeah.
really think Arkham, like totally different subject, but that's a horrible prison to keep people in, apparently. So
Yeah, it's really easy to get out, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I was kind of annoyed by how she was like kind of hiding from the killer Santa, and I'm like, lady, girlfriend, sister, you just killed your dumb husband. I would be like, try me, Santa. I just killed this motherfucker for money. Like, I was disappointed in her for cowering. I was like, don't you be scared. But then it's kind of funny because then she gets over it really quickly too.
She does. Yeah.
kind of, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Did we say that the escapee was maybe dressed as in a Santa suit as well?
I called him Santa.
We called him
But,
Santa. Okay.
Yeah, he
so-
wasn't Santa the whole time. He was just Santa after he escaped.
right.
We don't know that,
Right.
do we?
We know that. Yeah, because it says he stole it from like a mall Santa or something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Some British version of a mall.
British version. It's gonna be all snooty.
Yeah. So
Um,
anyway, he tries to get in, and she's
Yeah.
like closing everything up, and then she grabs that awesome 70s phone with the rotary on the bottom. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Wasn't that so cool?
That phone was sick. Doesn't even look like a phone in any capacity
Right.
that
But
we
then
know
she
today.
realizes, like, I can't call the police because there's a dead guy in my living room right
I got
now.
this corpse right here. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
That's inconvenient. But she just like again, she just kind of forgets about him. She's like, I got bigger fish to fry. I got a whole corpse to get rid of.
So what'd she do?
Well, one thing she does is she's gotta get that blood, that wonderful 70s blood in the champagne flute. Iconic.
That's great. Yeah.
Iconic.
That is
love
pretty.
I love that she's trying to scrub it out of that white fur rug too. It's like it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe get some bleach.
I mean,
maybe.
I feel like in the movie she does get it out, but in real life,
Yeah.
you're tossing that thing.
Yeah,
It's
she's
gonna
like,
have
okay,
a
now
pink
Santa's.
stain forever.
She's like, I'm gonna forget about Santa. I'm gonna do some cleaning. I'm gonna get this done so me and my daughter can have a great Christmas morning. And she gets that body down into the cellar.
Well, she throws it down the stairs to make it look
Yeah.
like he tripped.
Yeah, like he went like down
Yes,
like a toucan hopping down the stairs.
right. And then she looks upstairs and notices that the daughter's bedroom door is open.
What?
What?
And her annoying daughter. Oh my god, that little girl was so annoying. I was kind of like, take her.
I love
No,
I
that
love
is-
little
that is
British children.
That is totally a kid on Christmas night that's just excited. They,
No, but
got a case of the the gimmies and
Spoiled, rich,
the little British
white,
children.
privileged child. He's like, I can't wait to see all the presents I get.
They're so nice, though. They're always like,
No.
Mommy.
Daddy,
No, that
Mommy,
little,
Daddy,
Daddy.
Our little girl there, she needs a trip to Willy Wonka's house to get her straightened out.
No, Daddy, I have to have a poo. I mean, just little British kids are so great.
Oh, they're so great.
Maybe we could send her the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, there you go. Can they stop by my
Jeez.
house first, Caleb?
I don't think they take legal adults that happen to be your children.
I'll lie about his age.
He's like 12 or something. I don't know.
He's just big for his age.
Yeah. He has Jack disease or whatever.
Jack disease.
So her. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
Oh, go on.
I'm censoring myself now. Go ahead.
Her dumb kid let in the killer Santa. She thought it was the real
ding,
Santa.
Ding, 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 ding. Mommy, I saw Santa outside when I let him in.
I do have to say that Santa is creepy AF, though. He's got like that paper bag looking skin.
Yes.
Yeah, which he didn't have when he was outside. It's just
didn't.
Once he's inside, then he gets all freaky looking. But.
His was he okay, British people in the audience, do your Santas wear masks too? Because he definitely had on a mask. Is that something y'all do across the pond? Your Santas wear a little flesh mask?
It's a 1972 thing.
Oh, it's just Britain in the 70s. Gotcha.
Are you sure he just wasn't ashy? Like he needed some lotion?
Yeah.
Like you need some lotion? I don't know. I'm sure she has some.
Well, probably.
But he hadn't gotten to it yet.
He's like, I just want some lotion. I don't want to kill you. I just want some lotion.
And strangle you.
Yeah, puts the lotion in the basket.
You're right.
Anyway.
Well, she's got to learn her lesson.
Yep. She gets it. She
gets strangled, right?
Yep.
By Santa.
Santa gets her. All because she couldn't call the cops because she killed her husband for money.
Speaking of ashy face, let's talk about vignette number 2.
Yeah, do it.
I have approximately 3 notes for this.
Okay.
This one was not my favorite. I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with it. I just wasn't like, ugh. So this guy is having an illicit affair, and he ends up in a horrible car accident with his mistress. And then it gets a little mind trippy, which is kind of cool. But I mean, what can I really say? What's really important about this segment, you guys, is the quote unquote visual effect of the car going upside down. I laughed so hard. They're literally just taking a picture and turning it. And they turn it. I watched it twice because I laughed so hard I had to see it again.
Wow. Okay. Yeah,
and
they hadn't perfected the whole turning things upside down yet, maybe
they had not perfected it.
Banging around in their cars or whatever. So
I'm sure there was probably a budget, so they couldn't really destroy the car. This one is called Reflection of Death, by the way.
Oh, yep. It doesn't make it any less hilarious, though.
No,
okay,
absolutely. So,
so it turns out he thinks he walked away from the crash. Nay. No, turns out he's.
Keep going.
We can hear Scott laughing, and it's always very distracting. So he turns out, spoiler alert for a movie from 1972, that he did die in the accident. His lady he was having an affair with, she ends up blind from the accident, and he's looking for he tries to go back to his wife, and his wife is horrified by him. He tries to flag down a motorist for help. Motorist is horrified by him. Tries to go to the blind girlfriend. Horrified. 'Cause what? He's dead. He's a zombie. What?
He is rotten.
Yes, but the twist is when they're in the car the first time, he wakes up from a dream and he screams.
Right.
And then they immediately get into the car accident.
Yes.
You know, and then you get your hilarious, you know, camera rolling, car rolling,
barrel roll.
So then he goes to everybody and you know, scares the homeless person, scares the motorist, scares the wife, goes to the mistress, and she says, "You can't be." I'm blanking on his name right now, but he died 2 years ago.
His name is also Richard.
They're all Richard.
They're all
Right.
Richard.
All the men in this
then he
movie are
sees his
dick.
reflection.
Then
Yes,
he sees his
Then he
incredibly
sees his
ashy
reflection.
face. This is the ashiest face.
It is.
Yes.
And
Ash.
once he sees it, he screams, and then he wakes up back
Wakes
in the
up
car again. So that was his nightmare. So he's stuck in that loop.
It's like hell, I think.
So Sandra.
Yes.
Sandra. So this
Yes.
Sandra.
this is actually my
Ew,
favorite
stop, that's
episode of the
creepy.
movie.
It's your favorite.
Yeah.
I
So-
mean, it's not that I disliked it. I just was like, my notes are illicit affair, upside down car, lol, ashy face.
Right.
That's
Lol.
Some,
I mean,
that's some good.
this is the Christopher Nolan episode, or you know, whatever. So this is my
Inception.
favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Inception.
No, I thought it was clever. I thought it was clever.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the fact that he wakes up and is gonna, like Caleb said, it's just that ongoing loop.
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah.
The next
Okay.
one is kind of my favorite.
Poetic justice. This one was my favorite too.
Yes. So there's this like stupid, spoiled young rich man who is being a big baby because, oh no, there's a nice man that lives across the street from me and he helps children. Wow. Like, really, bro? Really? Of like all the things to complain about in the world, he's so like, he's fixated on this man.
He is. So,
Mr. Grimsdyke.
Arthur Grimsdyke, who is played by Peter Cushing, Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars Episode 4.
Stan. Hammer icon.
He's this sweet, poor old widower, that finds junky toys, fixes them up, and then he gives them to the children of the neighborhood on his birthday. He doesn't want any gifts.
Birthday.
He gives gifts on his birthday to all the children.
So I made a checklist here.
Okay.
Loves animals.
He has dogs.
Yeah, he has dogs. He loves animals. He collects toys, gives toys to children. He uses a Ouija board. I am Grimsdyke. Grimsdyke is me.
That is you. That is totally you.
Yeah. So, and he has books on the occult besides his Ouija board. I mean,
this is true. This is true.
I mean, this is my future. This is my future. So I got really attached to him because I was like, oh my God, like, I love you and you're me. And the mean young guy, his first little jab he does is getting his dogs taken away.
Yes. So James goes and digs up another neighbor's prized roses so he can blame it on Grimsdyke's dogs and get his poor pups all taken away because he doesn't have a license for them. He can't afford one.
So fucked up. That was evil.
Why didn't I want to know is why didn't he just say, hey, bastard, I'm Peter Cushing. Go F yourself.
Because
I'm freaking Peter Cushing.
He was undercover.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know.
It
seems to me like he got
for the Empire.
He's like, I was in Star Wars.
So
Hammer
I
icon.
read that in real life during this, his real wife had just passed away. And he was basically just kind of playing himself in this movie, which is kind of sad, which made me like it even more,
Yeah. Oh my God. That's that's chills. So, first of all, it's really cool. The board he's using is like a type of board, talking spirit board that people use before Ouija. This is not like an actual Ouija product placement of Ouija. And it's just kind of a cool look at the old fashioned board. So the occultist geek in me was like, nice.
Are you saying Ouija is like a proper name of a type of board or something?
Yes.
Like Kleenex?
Yeah. Ouija's trademarked.
Oh,
Yeah,
They're not all
it's owned.
Ouija
Isn't it
boards.
owned by like
No.
Milton Bradley?
Hasbro, yeah,
Parker
Milton-
Brothers,
one
I
of the-
think.
you
Yeah.
know, one
Parker
of those.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of those companies.
So Ouija board
Yeah.
is a specific game board type thing. Oh.
Ouija, the mystifying oracle, is like I'm looking at mine that I have up on my wall right now.
So what
So
would you
isn't
call-
he using
It's called
one
a spirit-
first that has like the yes, no, and then the
Yes.
alphabet, and
Yeah,
then
but
later
it's-
he switches to one that has like the pen in it or the pencil
Yeah,
in
that
it or
has
whatever.
like
that,
it almost looks like a protractor or something. Like where you put a, yeah. So Neil, they would be called spirit boards or talking boards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where
And
does
yeah.
Ouija come from? Do you know?
The guy that wanted to patent it and sell it, I don't remember his name.
So he just created the word Ouija?
I think it means something. I can't remember. I feel really on the spot right now, but
Sandra, it starts with an O. That makes no sense.
explain Ouija to
Yeah.
me.
Explain.
But anyway,
he should have picked a better name because God knows every time I try to fucking spell it, I'm like,
OUIJ.
There's like a J in there. There's an A in there somewhere.
It's all of it. You got it. So what gets really scary is, you know what, kids? Even before social media, people were doxing each other and being really big bullies and really, really horrifying to adults and not just to children. I think it was more adults, and now it's kind of shifted to young people. And this mean bastard sends him the most horrible poetry. They look like pretty Valentine's Day cards, and inside they basically are telling him to end his life.
Yeah, it's like
that he smells. He's not
he
welcome
thinks,
in the town.
Oh, how nice! And it's like roses
he's
are
a
red,
pervert. They
violets are
indicate that he's a
blue.
child molester. Yeah.
Go screw yourself. I hate you. Whatever. I mean,
yes.
It's freaking awful, and he's heartbroken. And he does it. And the thing that's even worse about all of it is that none of it was true. He never hurt children. The inside of his house is actually really nice. There's no reason for any of this, just like all bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
seriously.
they bullied poor Grimsdyke to death.
But
and then a year later, so this is also a Valentine's Day movie, by the way.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What happens?
Following year on Valentine's Day,
He comes back.
Comes back.
He comes back.
He comes back.
And because you know what? I think that zombie death was still too easy for this jerk. I think he should have suffered more, but
so anyway, Grimsdyke comes back. He confronts, well, you don't really see it, but you see the aftermath the next day. James is slumped over his desk, and his father finds him. Oh, that's the
bully's name, James.
James, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he finds a note that says, you were mean and cruel right from the start. Now you really have no. And then he unfolds the paper, and he has removed James's heart.
Oh, it's so good. It's wonderful 70s blood and a big heart and some paper. That's
and kudos to his rhyme. He got a nice rhyme in there.
He got a nice rhyme out of it.
He had a year to think about that rhyme.
He did. You're right.
Yeah, and how he wanted to do it. So number 4.
Episode 4. My favorite Pink Floyd song.
Yeah, called "Wish You Were Here."
And it's a monkey's paw.
Yep.
Retelling. This one also, like, I liked it, but I didn't like. It wasn't one of my favorites.
Yeah. So you can get through it quickly.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks.
I'm just saying it's not one of your favorites. You can just say,
you go for it, Neil. You go for it. You recap this one.
I don't even remember it.
You've been pretty quiet.
Husband, I have been. I've been doing a lot of chatting on with
You're
this
just sitting there
friend.
pouting.
Husband is Ralph.
That's me.
Husband is Ralph.
Not Richard.
Not Richard. They do like those
Ralph,
though, don't they? Ralph and his wife Enid basically have no more money left, but they've spent their lives together accumulating things. And the lawyer tells him you have two options. You can declare bankruptcy, or you can sell your things. And apparently he doesn't like the idea of selling his things.
Yes, this is kind of a materialism thing.
Absolutely.
Consumerism, materialism message. Yeah.
Absolutely. So they're reminiscing about the things they have, and they come across this jade statue that they got in Hong Kong, which basically says, and they've never seen the writing on this before, that it'll grant you 3 wishes. So the wife wishes for lots and lots and lots of money.
Of course.
And then the phone rings, and it's the lawyer saying, Ralph, can you come to my office? I need to talk to you about money. So Ralph gets in his car, and he drives, and some weird guy in a motorcycle with a skeleton mask is following him.
Yeah, it's very Death Race. Yeah.
And then Enid gets a phone call saying, your husband has died.
Bummer. Wah, wah, wah.
But the lawyer tells her, you are now rich, because he had a huge, he had that double indemnity life insurance policy.
Yep. He got it on late night TV. He bought in and he got it. So then, of course, you know, she's sad that he's dead. So what's she gonna do? Some ghostly pale gentlemen in top hats who are fabulous.
Well, she wishes him back alive.
Hold on, Caleb. I'm getting there. They have to bring in the corpse first.
No, first she wishes that he is back before the crash, and then the guys bring him in the coffin.
Jesus Christ. So
you're wrong. I'm right.
I don't care if I'm wrong. I want to get through this. So anyway, they're fabulous. These guys that'll just drop off a coffin in your living room on some sawhorses, essentially. But you know what? That's kind of a bummer, because what's his name? Richard? He's
Ralph.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in that. He doesn't want to be in that box. What happens, Caleb? Go on.
So she's wished him back. They bring him back, but he's still dead. So she wishes him alive. So he wakes up screaming in pain.
Alive before the accident.
Right. So he wakes up screaming in pain because of all the embalming fluid that... Oh, and that he would live forever.
Yes, I was going to say,
and he wakes up...
you missed the part that you got to live forever.
But I caught myself. So he is screaming in pain because of the embalming fluid, and they can't kill him, so he has to suffer forever.
She whacks him open with a katana. She really goes to town, wailing with him like it's a piñata that she's trying to open, and inside are his fleshy balloon-like innards.
They're very balloon-like.
Very super balloon-like. I mean, you know, don't mess with the monkey's paw. I guess these people don't know the story. Don't make wishes. Just...
She was told the story, though, and she did it anyway. She thought she could figure it out.
Right. And
boy, was Enid wrong.
And now he's just going to suffer forever in his coffin with his balloon innards.
Balloon innards.
So the 5th segment was my...
Caleb, do you complete your rings?
Yes. Just
very exciting.
We
job.
Could hear it.
I know.
We could hear it.
Good job, Caleb.
The 5th installment.
Apparently, Sandra's working me all up.
I know.
Apparently,
his blood pressure's really pumping right now.
Calm down, Richard.
He must be exercising. Done.
Calm down, Richard. So the
Jesus Christ, Scott must have like the blood pressure out of this world, man. Like, through the roof. Go, Sandra.
The 5th installment is my maybe 2nd favorite. It's hard because I like this one and I like the Santa one a lot. What's this one called?
Blind Alleys. Sorry, Caleb, go ahead.
No, I haven't said anything.
You like to say the title, though.
Neil beat me to it. Blind Alleys.
This is a horrifying story about a mean man named, I don't know, Admiral Richard or something, because he's a military man. And he is an administrator.
Major William Rogers.
Major Richard Rogers.
William. Bill.
He's a dick,
Kitty, Neil, we've got a cat. We've got a cat sighting.
Cat sighting.
Hi, baby cat. Oh, they want to be part of the show. Hi, kitty. Oh, look at her. She's pulling so much focus. Karma, kitty. Anyway.
Good old Carmy.
Carmy, she's so cute. Look at her tail. Oh my god. So anyway, he's the new administrator at a men's home for the blind. And he is not a very nice man. In fact, he's right up there with the guy that was torturing Grimsdyke. Like, he's bad.
Yes.
Hate him. Him.
He's not a nice guy.
He turns off their heat. He takes away their blankets. He eats like a king while they get, like,
gruel,
Charlie
water
Bucket soup. Charlie Bucket style soup. That's the second time that franchise has come up today. Oh, he has a dog that he like threatens them with.
Shane.
He's so bad, you guys. And then, of course, some poor man, one of them tries to stand up to him. He's not having it. He's so jaded and evil, and he's trying to run this like they're on the front lines of a war or something. But meanwhile, he gets all the spoils and all this wonderful stuff, and they suffer. And a dude dies.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even want to call. Want to call the doctor.
No.
This guy
dies from hypothermia.
This guy, this mean major dad. He, he really
Major dad.
He really cannot suffer enough.
No,
and suffer he does.
One thing that's cool is that the blind folks in the home, they set up this amazing Saw style trap, and it's just like, it's so great because like they don't even need this asshole. They can totally run this facility on their own.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, all he does is basically just keep telling them, when I was in the army, we just did this, and I was in the army, so we did that. And yeah, cuts back all their stuff, saying it isn't in their budget, and the blind folk get their revenge. Basically,
yeah, they do.
A very intricate set of traps and hallways. Alleys, hence the blind alleys, with razor blades and a very hungry dog on the other end waiting for him.
And it's kind of great because you kind of know what they're setting up, but you kind of don't know.
Right.
And he doesn't really know. He tries to reason with them, and it's like, get out of here with that. Are you?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
And the stupid doctor, he's dumb. We don't need that. We don't need that doctor.
Yeah. No, it's funny. It's cool how they build this. And I mean, they're blind and they're kind of feeling their way through, and they build this very intricate set of hallways with chicken wire so you can't get out and the whole thing. So
yeah,
right.
They get him.
They get him.
So now, again, all five of these tie into our very well kept British Nike wearing Crypt Keeper. That is basically
white Nikes.
White Nikes. He says he is trying to teach them or show them what to avoid, but ultimately they're actually all dead, basically already.
What a twist!
Twist.
They don't like remember how they got there,
right.
And the slow reveal is that they're in hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they have to just go jump into the pit at the end. They all just got
like
one by one. Single
like
file.
Lemmings. Pew,
pretty
pew.
much. The first guy's like, and the rest are like, oh, okay.
The rest are like, oh, fuck, I guess we're not getting out of this. I'll go, I'll jump, I'm sorry. Oh my god, and the frickin' guy, the frickin' Crypt Keeper, does this into the camera. Oh, it's so good. It's so cheesy. It's so good. He's like, what does he say? Like, you're next, or are you, or something.
Yeah, he does I don't remember, but you're right.
He says, and now who's next? Perhaps you.
Right into the camera. And you feel full body chills because you're an asshole and you have this fate coming to you as well.
Because we all have a deep, dark secret, something we're hiding.
Yep.
that we're going to get in trouble for. The end.
The end. Absolutely.
1972's Tales from the Crypt.
1972, directed by Freddie Francis, who is better known as a director of photography, who did Elephant Man, Dune. Uncredited, he did The Return to Oz.
Wow.
He did my favorite movie, Glory. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, those are a lot of good movies. 2 David Lynch movies. Oh, sorry. Did not even mean to. Did not even mean to.
It's okay.
No, you said he's got to change. We got to change.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, Neil said that. I'm sorry. We're still.
I didn't say. I'm just asking why they don't have to.
We're trying to. That's right. We're still workshopping their new names.
Yes.
I do not even know how to describe our next film. I could not even begin.
So we already got through the Instagram. We already got a message from our good friend Laura, basically saying, you know, this was a hard one to get through. What the heck?
Right.
Exclamation point! Exclamation point! kind of thing.
I had not ever seen this movie. I know it has, you know, a little of a past. It's kind of a cult film in its way. I've always wanted to see it because I love the title. I think the title is so brilliant, which is Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Oh, this movie was painful to watch.
And by painful to watch, you mean so much fun.
No. I'm down for low budget. I'm understanding of all those things, but when you have such incredibly bad acting, maybe they shouldn't have so many lines of dialogue. I don't know, like something. They were bad.
See, and that's for me. That's what Caleb and I went for a run yesterday. Everyone together. So don't tell frickin' Newsom on us or anything, but we got out and it was good air. We decided to breathe it, and we talked a little bit about this film, and we both actually came up with the same word, I think, when we were describing it, which was the film is cute. We said cute, right?
Yeah.
Cute?
So,
it's a cute movie. It really
it's
is.
like a charming little film.
Charming. Yeah.
Charming?
Yeah.
Are you guys high? Jesus.
Runners high.
Runners
not yet.
No. I wanted to like this movie. I went in with the best of intentions, but for me, when the acting is so deplorable, it drags a movie for me, and then I'm not always having fun because I'm just kind of cringing.
Yeah, no, I agree that the acting is absolutely no good, especially the lead actor, the ringleader,
the greasy strangler.
The whole I wouldn't even go that far.
Greasy
no, he's not
strangler,
as bad as that. I mean, he's worse than that.
He looks like if the greasy strangler had a baby with Charles Manson.
See, I wouldn't even evoke greasy strangler in this. I would say it's worse. But
the clothes? Are you kidding me? Those were greasy strangler clothes. Those were
the clothes. The clothes were great.
They were great. Yeah, almost every
circus.
The men all had.
That was high fashion back then. That was
they all had the striped pants.
Oh my god! Look at
fashion.
Everybody, look at them getting so offended that I think
in the 70s,
corny.
as a kid, I had striped pants like that.
You also had a clown named Beulah.
I never named that clown. The writer of Poltergeist named that clown for me. So.
You gotta watch the past episode. That's an inside joke. But yeah, that's just my problem. I do on occasion enjoy kind of an awesomely bad movie. I think for me it helps if I'm watching it with people and we're all kind of vibing and feeding off the energy a little bit and kind of ribbing it. But otherwise I do have a tendency to get a little bored.
Yeah, and I can see that because if you could get past, if you just accept that it's bad acting, and it is, and the dialogue and everything, but then get into the fact that, if you think about, it's a charming film when you get past the fact of what they're doing. Yeah. They really, the scene where everyone's coming up from the grave, and then they, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's so bad. It's so bad that it bordered on the charming side to me, because I just know it's bad. I accept it. But even the whole premise of the movie doesn't even make any sense.
Makes no goddamn sense.
They get in a boat to go to an island because they're an acting troupe, and the guy wants to dig up a corpse. For what reason? I don't know. But he wants to. He keeps threatening to fire everyone. And they're like, oh my God, I need this job. But job doing what? Like, what do you guys act in?
How much are they really getting paid to be in like a 6-person theater group?
Yes.
That also is like a hippie cult.
Right. And the Alan guy, he wants to be the Dark Lord. He just wants to control people. Like, what's his game? What's his whole point? We don't know.
He's just trying to like intimidate his actors. But again, none of this is explained. This is all conjecture. This is all like
and so I took it as like they all kind of rip on him, and the only power he has over them is that he's paying them, and that he's got the boat. So even though they want to leave, he's
got the keys. He's got the keys to the boat.
I got the keys to the ride. So
which is a sailboat.
So I just feel that he's like this picked on person that sort of manipulates this whole situation so that he can be in power. And
I think
it sort of backfires on him.
I think the word you're looking for is incel. Yeah.
That didn't exist back then though. So
it did. They just didn't have a name for it. Not new. Nothing new under the sun. He's really mean and manipulative, and he probably got that way because he was like, oh, I've always been put down all my life, and I want to be like the Ebenezer Scrooge of theater troops when I turn 21. And he gets his wish. They go to the island for some purpose.
To dig up dead people and marry them. I don't know exactly.
Oh my God, the wedding was so bizarre.
I do. I love it though.
It makes no sense.
With the big eyes, just all walking around like this all the time, going like,
well, see,
don't be mean to them. Don't be mean.
Now that one I related to her a lot, Anya.
She
and I we had a lot in common. Like we're the spiritual woo-woo, like witchy.
So I have
ones.
notes for each of the characters. And for the Anya, I have likes, ghosts, and the dead Sandra. Basically.
Yay! And then she's kind of going along with it, and then she's like, this is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
And she has a vision, and nobody listens to her because they think she's just full of it.
Well, she starts to get hysterical. She's just like we're sorry, we meant no disrespect, we're sorry.
Right?
We didn't know, basically blaming Alan for everything. So it is his fault. So
why does Alan always call everybody children?
Again, I think that's just his way of keeping his thumb over everyone.
Children.
He's like a feudal lord, and they're all his serfs.
Who's the guy who says 12 times he peed his pants?
Oh, that's the best part.
That's Jeff.
That's Paul.
Oh my God.
No, Jeff. That's Jeff.
Producer Scott walked into the room during that scene, and he's like, I swear to God, if he says he peed his pants one more time.
So
producer Scott was about everybody knows producer
set up
Scott
on
is
that
being
scene.
So calm. He was about to lose it. Yeah.
That scene was great though, because so apparently Alan and 2 others, before they brought everyone else to the island, showed up, dug up a grave. Someone laid into the grave. They buried it. So that person's just laying there, and then they dig it up just to scare everyone once they open the coffin. And then poor Jeff is like, I peed my pants. I peed my pants.
I think he says it 6 times.
I peed my pants.
It's a lot. He can't believe that he peed his pants. He cannot comprehend that this happened to him. I want to hear Neil's notes for every character.
For every character. Okay. Okay, so for Alan, troop leader, super dick.
Yeah.
He is a super dick.
He's super dick. Let's see. For Val, who was the gal that kept always making fun of Alan, basically.
Right.
I had good quips. Smart gal.
She did. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, there is so many quips in this movie, and everybody's got quips. Everybody's got quips.
But
in
she
this
had,
film.
I mean, she always had an
really
answer for
good
everything.
ones, so.
For
she
him.
had a few good zingers, and she delivered them better than most of the other actors. I will, to Val, I tip my hat.
Well, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Some of them, like the one gal, Terry, the one that he was asking about. What was it? What do you call it? What do you call it? Shoot. Remember, he said he asked her boyfriend, "I want to, sleep with her. I want to invoke whatever he called it,
some
like eminent domain, whatever it's called."
Right.
Domain,
Oh,
yeah.
primal juncture. He said, I invoke primal juncture on your girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
But at least, but then that's Paul. At least Paul said, you have to ask the virgin, not me.
Mhm.
At least
and she's like, bro, get out of here with this. Like,
no, she's like, you're 10 years too late, actually.
Exactly.
She's
like, I'm not, no. And nobody wants to have sex with Alan anyway. Because he's mean.
Except for Anya, because apparently they're related. They might be husband and wife. Or brother and sister.
They were married at the time.
They're married, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Even she doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. That's why he's looking for that corpse.
That's why she got eaten by zombies. She's like, get me out of this goddamn marriage.
Yeah, get me out of this marriage.
I don't want to feel that guy's mustache on me anymore.
His creepy Charles Manson-y hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his greasy skin.
And his creamy cocktails.
And his striped pants.
Striped pants.
I'm sorry, those are some sweet striped pants.
Yeah, those were her pants, and he stole them. And she wants them back.
The men had some pretty cool pants back then.
What was your note about Bob?
Who's Bob? There's no Bob.
There is no Bob. That's Jeff.
Jeff. I call him Bob. But go on.
My note to him is, in quotes, I peed my pants.
Right, yeah.
That's my note for him.
Yeah. So, I wrote, I peed my pants, and he's like the goofball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wrote round boy. Round boy, I peed my pants. So.
I don't understand so much about how they parade Orville around Weekend at Bernie's style for a very long time. Very long time.
They're very uncaring about disease or
yeah.
Or rotting corpses.
Yeah.
And Orville looks real alive. Real alive. What else you guys got?
Oh shit, I don't know. I don't know why. I just this movie I thought it was a charming film.
My
what's funny though?
Part. Oh yeah, go ahead.
In the beginning, they arrive and it seems totally dark when they arrive. So you think the island's in the middle of God knows where, right?
Yes, in a cloud.
And then at the end, they get, and then so at the end, all the zombies get on the boat and like we're fucking Jurassic Park 2 in this thing, and we're going to the city.
Yeah, which is right there.
Yeah, and it's like right there.
Right there.
It's
and
like
it's
right
like
there.
Super lit up. Yeah, and it's like what now? Because,
I know. It's like where are you guys at Disneyland? Are you on Huckleberry Finn Island? Like what the hell is going on?
Tom Sawyer Island.
Tom Sawyer.
Thank you very much. And
I tried. Goddammit, I tried.
And I think it was more like it was more of a brigadoon because it's like way out there and in the mist, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, it was right here the whole time. My favorite part, hands down, of the movie is when everything is popping out of the grave and every zombie has its moment. It has a little bit of business it does.
That is the best part.
It's the best part of the movie.
A good zombie coming out of, or a dead person coming out of the ground movie. Like that's one of my most absolute favorite things to see in a movie is a dead person coming up from the grave. You don't see it a hell of a what?
No, I'm with you. And I was going to say technically a slow zombie, but they actually kind of move. They weren't total shamblers. They had a little pep in their step.
Yeah, it's the Trump herd mentality. They just kind of got, they kind of got moving quicker when they were together.
They're super hungry. They're super hungry.
Hey, Scott had a really good comment in the chat. He said, where'd it go? That the pee my pants guy was giving off a Franklin energy from Chainsaw. So I'm like, hell yes, he was. And then Scott's like, that wasn't a compliment.
Sally?
But we're taking it as
We're taking it as a compliment. Absolutely.
Apparently, Neil and I are the only ones that like this movie.
That's okay. That's all right.
Again,
you and me.
very
You
ashy,
and me.
very ashy faces. A lot of it's very caked upon oatmeal makeup.
Well, and it's funny. You can totally see it's just like right around here. Like they put on the makeup like right here, and the rest is just paint.
The rest is fine.
But right here is the prosthetic or whatever.
Now,
So
the thing is, producer Scott, again, he like didn't watch this whole movie, but it made him so angry. He like looked up things on it, like the budget. It had a release. Like it's one of those things where for all the stuff it went through, it kind of should have been a little better, but it comes off like a student film, like a middle school student film.
And that's
like the
probably
horror
why I liked
movies
it,
I made in
because
8th grade.
it reminded me of those type of movies that, I have had the pleasure of being in, thanks to Neil.
So the zombies are gonna pilot that boat.
They are.
They are.
They're hoisting up the main sail.
They're gonna batten the hatches and
they're all like, "Bring me the horizon."
One of the things that made me feel very robbed and disenfranchised. This is my last comment I shall make on the film. Is I love the title and I love the poster, like this weird 70s illustration, and it's like that's the movie I want. It's not the movie I got though.
Yeah, it's Well, how about the music in this movie though?
Oh my god,
so amazing,
awful.
So
awful.
Just so fucking good.
Oh my god, music, the sound.
The sounds, yes. They were sounds. They
are like unrelenting too.
It's 70s psychedelic tones that are like jarring at times. Like all of a sudden it's just like
I said distorted psychedelic music.
Yes. I thought it was great. When they're all coming out of the ground, it's just like it's like cats fucking, but like then you're like taking you're like taking the sound. Sorry, Sandra, is that not it?
No, that's a great that's a great
Somebody spends a lot of time with cats. I'm not gonna sign off on that. Yeah.
I was also laughing at so I ended up watching this 2 times and I enjoyed it both times, but the second time I put the subtitles on because the first time I noticed that some things were I couldn't quite make out.
Yeah.
and apparently the subtitles couldn't either, because it would like display the script and then it would go in parentheses mumbles.
Yes.
Did it like 10 or 11 times.
I watch everything in closed caption, and because my hearing, and I was like, no. They like gave up. They're like, fuck it. Whoever wrote the closed caption.
Well, and sometimes I thought it,
nope.
I thought it was perfectly fine. Like I heard what they said, but other times I was like, no, I'm not sure what they said, and whoever did the subtitles wasn't either. So
at one point, the closed caption person just started typing, "Why are you still watching this movie? Turn it off. Go away. Save yourself."
That the caption person on Tubi's is like, ain't no one gonna watch this movie. I'm just gonna go ...
I can type whatever I want.
They start telling their life story. Yeah. They had for breakfast that day.
Mark Vision's Truth, our buddy Mark in East Washington, said the greatest goddamn thing that's ever been said, I think. Better than anything I've ever said, which is sometimes we get the movie we deserve, not the movie we want.
Did we deserve
Bravo.
it?
That's a slow clap. That's a fast clap.
Absolutely.
What did we... Hold on. I wasn't even born. What did I do to deserve this
And yet
movie?
you still deserve it.
No!
You deserve it.
You totally deserve it.
Butterfly effect, Sandra. Something you did.
It's not me. It's
love
you. It's totally you guys. It's not me.
Oh, man. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. It's great.
Creature features. Oh, look at that. Creature features in the chat. Hello, creature features.
Hello, friends.
They say Caleb has better hair than Neil.
Scientifically proven.
That's a no duh.
That's just science. Caleb has great hair.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Well, I love
Thank
how
you.
like we give them a shout out right now and we're like, and we're leaving. Bye.
Oh, that's funny stuff. Thank you. Caleb's hair is glorious.
Glorious. We call him Samson with his glorious locks.
Yes, do not cut off Caleb's hair or there will be dire circumstances. Oh man.
I'll lose my strength.
What?
I'll lose my strength. I'll
Yep.
kill myself with many others by pushing over some pillars. Yeah, I know my
Your
Bible.
Achilles tendon will break and the feathers on your heels won't flap anymore. Everything that happens to
I love it. Let's blend all the mythology.
Let's put them all together.
Let's put them all together.
And Neil clearly does not know his Bible.
Duh.
Say about that.
Shit. Okay.
Can I
So
go
does
home
that
now?
cover-
I want to go home.
Does that cover our two films? Our
Yes.
70s double feature?
Totally.
Oh, that's funny. Whew.
I want to leave. I want to go home.
No,
I
we're
wanna-
not done
I
yet,
wanna go home.
Sandra.
Okay, what else do we have to do? I'm just teasing. I love being here.
That's it for those two. Well, the one thing I shouldn't even mention it, but the one thing, the two guys that actually worked for Alan that did all the digging and the burying, those two guys, they were kind of funny. I kind of like those guys in the movie.
I feel like they could
So-
have been in their own movie, and it would have been
Yes, they should get a
much
spin-off.
more entertaining film.
I
Yeah,
would agree, actually.
yeah.
So I actually have a note on them. Their names were Emerson and Wynn.
Yes, because
and-
everybody's name was their name in the real life.
Yeah,
movie.
pretty much
Almost.
everyone had their But in the 1990 guidebook "Uranian Worlds: A Guide to Alternative Sexuality in Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror," lists this as one of the first horror movies to show positive, though stereotyped, gay male characters who also have an important role in the story.
I was wondering that too, because I was thinking about it in 1972, and I was like, I don't know if I'd seen queer people in a horror movie earlier than that.
Right.
No, and I agree. Even though it's stereotyped, they are funny, and they are more positive, and like more than you can say for a lot of movies these days.
No, but that's what between that and then like what Neil brought up with, the boyfriend referring to, saying, "Oh, don't ask me, ask her."
These are these hippie
she's
filmmakers.
She's the one in charge of down there. So,
These
at
hippie
least they
kids,
got that right.
Yep.
These hippie kids that made this movie, they were like, "We're gonna put a little message in there," and I appreciate it.
So at least give them that forward-thinking film.
Yeah.
Progressive for its time.
Progressive for its time. Okay, cool. Well, I guess
So-
that sums up Tales from the Crypt and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Everyone loves Tales from the Crypt. Only Caleb and I like Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things.
Only us.
That's okay. That's why this is a free country and we welcome everyone's opinions. We are a community. I feel
like my face was very revealing during that comment.
It's all right. It's all right. Sandra,
Anyway.
it's not like we disagree, or I should say agree often. So,
No,
it's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's
But that's
good.
why we love each other so much.
I love you so much.
I love you, Sandra.
Yeah. I love you guys. I love you guys.
I love you all.
You guys
Okay.
don't forget your homework.
all too.
There's Batman has joined the chat. Don't forget to do your homework, which is to submit your films.
Creature features. We need your top 31 horror films of all time. Submit it to our Instagram or info@cultshow.com.
Or email it. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. Other than, don't forget that. The affiliate links, again, we will have the affiliate links below
Yes.
so that you can purchase the wonderful film Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things and own a physical copy in your hands to look at. Think of Caleb's hair while you hold that piece of content in your hands. Okay. Anyway, those will be below. Other than that, yeah, man. Hey, podcasters, thank you so much for listening to us.
Oh, I love the
We
podcast.
appreciate it.
I love them so much.
And to our
God,
beautiful
I love
chat,
them.
we love you guys.
Yes.
Other than
Mwah.
that,
Do we
all
know
right,
what we're
Scott.
doing next week?
Oh no! What are we doing next
Well,
week?
we do.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, your thing.
announce it.
Say your thing.
It's not okay. It's not. No homework is required. We're doing one of our little listicles. But we're talking about, in honor of all the kids back at school, distance learning, some of our favorite teen movies.
Teen movies.
Teen
Yep.
movies.
That's going to be an argument next week. I see happening. So
I hope so.
a lot of 80s films that are going to be called inappropriate now, I bet. So that'll be
We'll
interesting.
see. Mostly it's just calling Neil out for being inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you mean. Okay. You got it?
We got it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Scott, thank you for everything you do.
All right,
Bye,
Mindy and
friends.
Laura and Mark Vision's Truth. Lewis, thanks for coming back. Michael, R.E., thank you for being here. Creature Features, if you're still around, thanks for joining in. Who else did I miss? Doc Pretorius, awesome to see you. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Is that it? Did I get everyone, hopefully?
I'm
hope
an
I did.
oxalotl.
We love you guys.
I'm
Thank
an
you.
oxalotl.